Hello everyone, my name is PJ Marshall, and this is the art piece that I have created named Hollow. As I'm sure some of you may have seen from the lecture, my art piece depicts the feeling of depression and how some people may have an empty feeling inside of them but try to hide it from others, almost like if it's nothing wrong. The way that I felt I was able to convey this feeling was through the figure's body language. As you can see, the figure is holding its hand up almost as if it's waving towards the viewer. When it comes to the figure's posture, there really isn't nothing too out of the ordinary. However, one of the first red flags that the viewer should be able to see is that there is a giant hole that goes all the way through the figure's body. This is what I meant by trying to act like nothing is wrong. Some people who suffer from depression often go throughout their day as if nothing is wrong and everything is okay. At least some people go about their business, or how some people try to go about their business. You can even see in the red on the head that there is a no teeth wide open smile, which one again adds to one of my current statements that how nothing is wrong. Now, when it comes to adding extra elements to the sculpture, I did not really feel the need to add anything physical to the piece. However, I did want to add some color to the piece for a couple of reasons. First being that I feel that adding color to an artwork can bring it to life, which is one of, something I do personally. Whenever I create something, I try to add a hint of color. And the other being for representation meanings. The colors that I've chosen to paint this sculpture are red, blue, gray, and black. The reason why I chose the color gray was particularly for no special reason other than to make sure that the floor that the figure is standing on wasn't completely white due to the plaster wrap. I used black for the eyes simply because I really didn't want a completely blue figure. I wanted to have a little bit of variety there. Now, as for the colors that do have meaning, which are blue and red, starting with blue, the reason why I decided to paint it in that color was because blue is often symbolized or represented as sadness. Not to say that depression always comes in the form of sadness, but it is a darker color, usually reflecting that feeling. And also, blue is a dark color compared to the other primary colors being red and yellow. Now, as for red, the reason why I've chosen this color was to represent the insides of the figure. Now, of course, this isn't an actual person, it's just a metaphor for what the person is feeling. The red is obviously blood spilling out of the body because, let's be honest here, if you had a giant hole in your body, you would probably be bleeding out too from the chest. Now, as I kind of mentioned or hinted at earlier, this sculpture is a metaphor for what a person is feeling. It isn't like there's an actual hole in the person's chest or they're dying, dying on their own feet, standing up. But it's almost like trying to convey that feeling like you have a pit in your stomach, even though there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that gut feeling you have, or that, yeah, that was right, that feeling you have. And that is what the figure that I've created means. That's what the posture stands for. And this is why I've chosen this color palette.